Okay, this activity, we're going to practice using side angle, side angle, and angle side rules to decide whether uh, two given triangles are congruent or not. Okay, so just be using those four. All right, let's get started. So the problems. Um, the most effective way is that you try those odd number problems, then look at the video. Okay. And so if you tried it, then you'll have the good feeling if you got them all right. All right. So um okay, hopefully you did those. Let's go over them now. State if the two triangles are congruent. If they are, state how you know. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, all right, we know one pair of angles are congruent. That's nice. And one pair of side are congruent. That's also good. Also, by this time, you have seen this happening a few times. Those two triangles share the same side here in the middle. So that's congruent to both triangles. Okay, now let's take a look here. So what's happening here? So we have side angle. Okay, so it looks like we have side angle and side angle. And the other one, it's also side, side, and angle. And so are those two triangles congruent? Actually, no, because you realize that side angle is not a good rule. Okay, I will tell you for one good reason, you can remember it pretty easily. If you read this backwards, and it's kind of funny. So if it sounds funny, and it's not a good rule, okay? Side angle, and if you read backwards, it sounds funny. So that does not prove the two triangles are congruent, okay? All right, so side angle is not the four um, criterias that will prove the triangles are congruent. Okay, so side angle, no good. Number three, side. Okay, just one mark. You have two, you have three, so that's one. You share that, so it's side. Yes. So, so yes, so side is a good rule and good criteria. It's met. All three sides, three pairs of congruent sides. So shape and size are fixed. They got to be exactly the same, congruent. All right, number five. Number five, what do we have? One pair of angles, one pair of sides. Insufficient information. Okay, so we really can't tell. We don't have enough information. Insufficient information. Um, no, we cannot say those two triangles are congruent. Okay, so that's that. Side angle, no good. Side is good. Insufficient information. Okay, all right. Let's erase that and let's get a move on other problems. Okay, let's take a look at 7 and 9. Okay, 7, let's see. We have side, angle, side. Ooh, this one is side, angle. So the side, and only if and only that angle is in between those two sides, right? So as you can see here, side, right after that side is immediately is an angle, then followed by a side. It's a side, angle, side. Here we have what? We have side, angle. Okay, so no, and they do not match up correspondingly. Okay. So side angle, side angle, not the same thing. So unfortunately, so 7 is ruled out. we can't say they are congruent. Take a look at this one. We have sides, one pair of sides, another pair of sides. Great. Do you see something else that we know are congruent? The vertical angles. Yeah, you've seen vertical angles for so many times now. You should recognize vertical angles. So that's the case now. Side, angle, side, side, angle, side. So yes, and side angle, side guarantees that the two triangles are congruent. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And if not, take a look at this again. And um, now let's take a look at the um, second group of problems. And as you have seen these activities, how they work out, it's going to tell us that the two triangles are congruent. And they want you to find the necessary ingredient that will satisfy each of those specific rules. Okay, so stay what additional information is required in order to know that the triangles are congruent for the reason given. Okay, cool. Let's get going. So we have two triangles here. They want you to state angle, side, angle. All right, so we have, okay, good. We have a pair of angle already. And guess what? We have a side that's congruent already too, because they share them. Okay, good. So we angle, side. Only and if only those two angles are congruent, then we would be golden, right? So angle, side, angle. So if we want to say those two triangles are congruent, we better say those two angles are congruent. Okay. So the information we must declare is angle D U T for the top triangle that must congruent to the angle SUT from the bottom triangle. If that happens, then it's angle, side, angle, and those two triangles will be congruent. Okay? Right. So this must be, that's the additional information that's required. Okay. All right. I have two right triangles. We have side, we have angle. Okay. So it's not too bad. Side angle, side. So in order to use this rule to prove those two triangles are congruent, the line segment AC is got to be congruent line segment JL. Okay. All right, that one's pretty straightforward. Okay, now I have two triangles. One pair of angles congruent, one pair of sides are congruent. So we have side followed by angle, side angle. Oh, okay. Hopefully you see this. So side angle, these two, if those two sides are congruent, then it would have worked. So from that angle there, IJ, if IJ is congruent to ST, so from S, okay? So ST, IJ to ST, that is the required condition. So those are the required conditions for these three problems. It will satisfy those rules and made a concrete proof that those triangles are congruent. Okay. Right. So actually, this is not too bad. Okay. All right. So we have one more problem to look at it. Then you will get a chance to do the even number problems. Okay. So one last one. Um, so here we have two triangles. They want to use the side to prove that. So we have one side. So one side, those two triangles share the same side. So that's side, side. And guess what? The other one's got to be the third side. Okay. And which one is, do we have to say those two must equal to each other? We don't, because they already are. They're sharing it. So we don't have to say that. The 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 piece that's missing, we must require to say it is this side. SR and QD. Okay. SR must be congruent QD. If those two are congruent, we can use the side rule and proves that three pairs of corresponding sides are congruent on two triangles. Therefore, they're congruent. Okay, so all right, try the even number problems and look at answers we just went over for the odd numbers. And good luck. And we will see you next time.